She's sitting across from you. She laughs at your joke, but so does everyone else at the table. She texts you back quickly, but maybe she's just bored. She calls you her favorite person, but you've heard her say that to her dog too. So the question is simple but confusing. How do you actually know if she likes you? The truth is something most people rarely say out loud. Women are not random when it comes to attraction. When a woman genuinely likes someone, her behavior usually follows certain patterns. These patterns are subtle, quiet, and easy to miss, but they are surprisingly consistent. Once you begin to notice them, it becomes much easier to understand what her behavior is really saying. The problem is that many men spend years misreading women. It's not because they are not intelligent, and it's not because women are impossible to understand. The real issue is that many men are looking for the wrong signals. They expect dramatic gestures like obvious flirting, long eye contact, or physical touching. But the real signals are often much quieter and far more meaningful. Many online tips about signs she likes you are unrealistic. Some say that if she smiles at you, she must be in love, or if she looks at you twice, she must be obsessed. Real human psychology is not that simple. Attraction is usually shown through changes in behavior rather than obvious declarations. Research in relationship psychology shows that women often communicate romantic interest indirectly. Instead of openly saying, "I like you," they show it through small actions and subtle behavioral shifts. These changes may seem small individually, but together they create a clear pattern. One of the strongest signs is that she remembers small details about you. You might casually mention something once in conversation, like your favorite food or movie you love. You might forget about it a few minutes later, but weeks later she remembers it. She might recommend a restaurant that avoids something you said you dislike, or bring up a detail from an earlier conversation. This isn't just good memory. When someone becomes emotionally important, the brain processes information about them differently. Details that would normally be forgotten are stored because the person has become meaningful. So when she remembers those small things, it often means you have become important in her mind. Another sign appears in social situations. When a woman likes you, she often becomes more aware of where your attention goes. She may not show jealousy openly, but if you start giving attention to someone else, her behavior might subtly change. She may join the conversation more actively, become funnier, or find a way to move physically closer to you. She might not even realize she's doing it. It's not always about jealousy in the dramatic sense. It's more about instinctively protecting the attention of someone she cares about. There is also a fascinating psychological behavior called mirroring. When people feel connected to someone, they often begin to unconsciously copy their movements, posture, or even speech patterns. This happens naturally when there is emotional alignment between two people. For example, you might lean forward during conversation, and a few seconds later she leans forward too. You pick up your drink, and she does the same shortly after. You slow down your speech, and her tone and pace adjust as well. These small similarities often happen without either person noticing. Mirroring is connected to how our brains build social bonds. When someone feels emotionally drawn to another person, their brain naturally synchronizes behavior and communication patterns. But perhaps the most revealing sign is when she finds reasons to interact with you. She might ask for your opinion about something small, ask for help with something simple, or start conversations that seem unnecessary at first glance. Sometimes these requests are things she could easily handle herself or ask someone else about, but she chooses to involve you. These moments create opportunities to talk, spend time together, and stay connected. Psychologists often describe this as proximity-seeking behavior. When someone feels emotionally attached or interested, they naturally look for ways to stay close to that person. Instead of directly saying, "I want to spend time with you," they create situations that make interaction feel natural. The most important thing to understand is that one of these signals alone may not mean much. A thoughtful person might remember details about everyone. Someone friendly might mirror body language naturally. Context always matters. But when several of these signs appear together, the pattern becomes much clearer. She remembers the small things about you. She reacts when your attention moves elsewhere. She unconsciously mirrors your behavior, and she finds reasons to interact with you more often. When these signals appear consistently, it usually means that you have become important to her. The key realization is that women are not complicated. Often, they are simply careful. Many women grow up feeling that showing interest to directly might make them seem too eager or vulnerable. Because of that, their feelings are often expressed indirectly through behavior rather than direct words. Sometimes the most honest communication doesn't come from what someone says. It comes from the quiet ways they adjust their behavior and make space for you in their life.